Ahead and the director's report.
Madam President, Commission, this is a full house for today, for this consent agenda only commission meeting, but we're excited to share with you a lot of the great things that are happening. But first, we have to start with a happy birthday to our very own Commissioner McKinney. I think 22 years young today is where we're at. Who also shares a birthday with Sherwin today, so pretty excited about that. So, commissioners, as part of our onboarding process, we're taking a look at that and making sure that we're providing good information to our team members so they understand all aspects of the highway district. And today you have your first group of new faces that are coming today to the commission meeting. And so we are including that now every third commission meeting or third Wednesday. You'll see a new group of team members, those who joined the team in the last month, who come here to be introduced. So just wanted to introduce you to our full team here. So please, if you stand up, we have Ciara, Stephanie, Raul, Corey, Ashton, Christopher, and Tyler. We're so grateful for all these team members who are joining us. Thanks for keeping the meeting light for them today. They'll be pleased. I told them if we're past 5 minutes, then we have problems. So, but very grateful to have these new team members join the team and be contributing. We do believe we hire the best, and so we are grateful to have these new team members joining and being part of that best group here at the Highway District.
Commissioner Goldthorpe.
Yes, just considering the fact that this is so new and novel and unique and the first group for this, you think it might be appropriate for the commission to have some kind of initiation for them?
It's not why we have eggs.
Yeah, this isn't why we have eggs, guys. I take that as a no.
Madam President, Commissioner Goldthorpe, as you know, we will take whatever you want to throw at us. But you're lucky. He normally gives scores when you give a presentation for the first time. So he didn't score your standing up today.
Yeah, Commissioner Nielsen.
Yeah, I just want to say welcome, not just to ACHD. I'm not sure where you all had prior positions, but welcome to serving the public. I mean, to some degree, I guess you work for Ryan and work for us, but more importantly, you work for the public. And so I really appreciate the good work I know you're going to do for the district and for those customers. So thanks.
Thank you.
Well, commissioners, let's talk about some things that we're building. I wanted to give you a brief update. Last week, I had the opportunity to attend our Downtown Eagle business meeting, where all of the downtown business owners came together to learn more about the project that's going on there. I thought it was a really informative and interesting experience as the contractor was presenting to them an idea that would allow them to continue to keep the intersection closed for a little bit longer, but would help accelerate the completion of the project by 3 weeks. The businesses were so grateful to be asked, and they were very positive in supporting that action. So this will allow the project to be completed by October 24th, as was presented. But they were very excited. It's going to allow some of the underground utilities to move forward a little bit faster. They originally, under the contract, were supposed to have the intersection back open a bit faster, but by keeping it closed, they're able to get this done. So I just thought that was such a great experience, and just thank you to Aaron and Matt and Jake who have been running that project so well. Such a difficult project and to do in such a downtown confined space, but great progress is being made there. I wanted to update the commission today on our public involvement for our 5-year plan. These numbers are just tremendous numbers. We have almost 20,000 recipients to our email program who have subscribed, unique subscribers to our email system. In business, I'm told, an open rate of 20% is pretty good. In government, about 25%. We have over 56% opening that email that went out this week, and a number who clicked on it and went further. We take someone who opens it and then doesn't do anything with it, means that they're really happy. So that we're always happy to see that. But that many people opening and looking at that email, it's great to know that that information's getting out there. We have a number of responses and comments that have come in, but great information to know that we'll share back with the commission in the near future. Our communications team always does a fantastic job, but wanted to share just one of their creative things that went out in the last few days. This is the life of an operator. For those who don't recognize this, this is a homage to a particular singer who is quite famous, who put out notice that she's putting out a new album recently. This particular post surpassed Ashton Genty, our prior post, and really anything that had to do with us. So over 1,200 responses on Facebook as far as likes, and it's going out pretty far. But we're grateful to John Lindsay, who was willing to take some interesting shots and was such a good team member. We'll be recognizing him at our all staff next week just for his good nature participating on that. But one of the things that's really important about this, these are silly sometimes, they go out with good information, but what it does is it gets a lot of people interacting with ACHD who we can then communicate with and invite them to participate more with us. And so what a great example of how our communications team is using all tools available out there. So wanted to recognize John again here. He's in this picture, so he's all purpose here. The West Park Center Bridge, as we shared last week, had some damage caused by some citizens. The crew is already out there today. As of 11 o'clock, they were going out to install the railings. They were able to take some of the railings from the far ends of the bridge to be able to put back in the middle so we can open back up the bridge. They're reinstalling it in a way that'll be more secure. They're going to also weld some of the pieces together, not all of them because it's a bridge and bridges move. But they're going to be able to connect some of that and make it a lot more secure and fix that. What a great example of how well the team just responds and takes care of problems that come up with good spirits and get it done. This week, we completed the Roosevelt and Greenbrier rectangular rapid flashing beacon project. This project came to us. We first received the request in April of this year. This project was prioritized newly by the Boise School District, heard about it in April, and less than 5 months later, we had it installed. By our own forces, we got it done. This is an example of the dedication of the team to the safety engineering team to getting things done quickly, but also all parts of ACHD to quickly address any safety concerns that come up, especially when it comes to children. I just wanted to touch a little bit further on our signal construction team. Yesterday, Kevin Eldridge, who's our crew chief there, celebrated his 25 years at the highway district. Amazing. One of the things that really struck me though, when I was talking to Kevin, he told me that he installed the second hawk at the highway district 25 years ago at the library at U-Stick. And today, look at the numbers that are out there. It's now not all of those have been installed by our crews, but definitely Kevin's had a hand in all aspects of that. What's really cool about this is when Kevin's team gets involved, they take it on full scale and they're able to install a signal at a fraction of the cost. And so just wanted to recognize that great work that team's doing. This year, as part of our chip seal program, our paint crew has worked diligently to update all of our crosswalks. So they've updated 347 crosswalks this summer alone. A third of those are in school zones and they updated all of those before school started. I was talking to John yesterday, and he actually showed some disappointment in how much they've been able to accomplish. He wants to accomplish more, and I love that hunger that's shown by our team. As we shared with you last week with the new striper, that will go, they'll go through training. They're not going to put it into play this year because they don't want to put it into play and then have to clean it in about a month or so. But they are going to get that training and get everyone prepared so that that's in full service next year as well. So I think that'll help John complete a little bit more, but our paint crew has been working very hard. And you gotta love the Abbey Road picture. Again, our communications team loves to celebrate and use different creative ideas. But as it goes with chip seal, the team has worked extremely hard and we can say we are 100% complete with our chipping. That as of last week, they completed every lane mile that we planned for this year. Our fog seal crew is at 80%, so they're right behind them. We expect that they should be complete by the end of next week. And our paint and striping teams are, you can see those marking or those numbers there. With our striping, that will be our first pass through. They do try and double coat anytime that we lay down markings for the first time. That helps it preserve through the winter time. And they're about a third of the way back through the double coat portion of that striping. So just great efforts being made on all fronts there. Commission, these are the items that are coming up. First day of school in Kuna tomorrow. So we're excited to watch how that goes and help out where we can. We have a few tours next week with but the most exciting part on this is our budget hearing. So we're excited to bring that forward to next week for adoption. Our all-staff meeting will be held the next morning at 8 a.m. So if you want a quick turnaround and come back, we'd love to have you. At our Cloverdale meeting, we'll be telling the team all the great things that were adopted in the budget. We are closed for Labor Day, and then as you received an invitation from the Bicycle Advisory Committee, just wanted to note that here of that coming up as well. With that, Commission, I'll stand for any questions.
Any questions? All right, thanks so much for the excellent report, Director.
Thank you.
All right, with that, we're going to be at ease until noon. All right, good afternoon, everybody. It is now 12 o'clock. I'll call the meeting to order. Thanks to everyone joining us in person and online, and please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, the first item is to adopt the agenda. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
We've got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next up is the consent agenda. And actually, the only thing that we really have is the consent agenda. Items on the consent agenda are considered to be routine and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion on these items unless a commissioner or citizen so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and placed on the regular agenda. All consent agenda items are commission action items unless noted. I do not believe we have any requests to move anything from the consent agenda, so do we have a motion?
Madam President,
Commissioner McKinney?
I move that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second.
Okay, we've got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We do not have any items on the regular agenda, so that moves us to discussion items and public communication. Do we have anybody in person or online who would wish to address the commission? Seeing none, meeting is adjourned. Thanks all.
All right.